Disclosure of accounting policies. Okay, so this is the accounting standard 1, which is in CMA Inter, that is study note number 12.1 of financial accounting, paper number 5. So disclosure of accounting policies. Accounting standard 1. It deals with the fundamental assumptions of accounting. What are the fundamental assumptions of accounting? The three main fundamental assumptions are, first one is going concern, then consistency, and then accrual. These three are the basic assumptions of accounting. You can learn it by GCA. G is for going concern, that means that the business will be going for a long period of time, that means it will be running for a long period of time even if the manager or the CEO dies. And then the next one, C, is for consistency. Means the business is assumed to be consistent throughout the year and throughout its life. Then comes accrual. A is for accrual. It means we need to recognize the profit or anything on the accrual basis if we are doing any business. So these three are the assumptions of accounting which needs to be disclosed only if it is not followed by a company or an organization. So if the company is already following it, no need to disclose it separately. But if it is not following it, you need to disclose it separately in the financial statement of the company. Now next comes the what are the considerations in selection of accounting policies. Okay, so the first one is prudence, that is estimation. So prudence is obviously it is a principle of conservatism and prudence, that is all anticipated losses to be recognized and all anticipated profit is to be ignored. So the business entity recognizes revenue only when entity has the right to do so and it has a reasonable certainties to do so, and loss, so if loss is there, then only the provision will be made. So anticipated profit and gain should not be recorded. So this was all about the prudence, that is the principle of conservatism. So next consideration in selection of accounting policy is, of course, substance over form. Substance over form means the reality check. So in actual, assets in hire purchase are accounted with actual happening. So in financial statement till the last date, no owner legal form is obviously the legal form is ignored and the transaction is accounted as per substance. So in hire purchase, this is the example. So in hire purchase, the ownership transferred only when the last installment is paid. So it is one of the example of substance over form, as it does reality check over there. Okay, so the next consideration in selection of accounting policy is materiality. Now what is materiality? It means all important facts should be disclosed. So financial statement should disclose all material, that is important facts. So listen here very carefully. Either 1% of revenue from operation or rupees 1 lakh, whichever will be higher, should be disclosed separately in the financial statement of the company. So 1%, first we will be calculating revenue from operation and 1% of revenue from operation. ठीक है, वो जो भी आएगा वो या फिर रुपीज 1 लाख, ये दोनों में से जो भी हायर होगा, जो भी ज़्यादा होगा, that should be disclosed separately in the financial statement of the company or organization. Next comes here accounting policies. Now what are the accounting policies that needs to be disclosed in AS1 of? So the specific accounting principles are methods, entity and financial statements. So methods of valuation of inventories can be of three types, that is LIFO, FIFO, that is first in first out, LIFO, last in first out, or average or weighted simple method. But in reality, that is in practical life, only two methods are followed of evaluating inventories, that is FIFO, that is first in first out, or average weighted method. ठीक है, LIFO and simple weighted average method is not there in practical life. So this is all about the method of valuation of inventories and the specific accounting principles. Now if the company is receiving government grants, then it should be treated as income, or it should be deducted from gross block of assets. So yeah, gross block of assets. Now these are the disclosure required in accounting policy. ठीक है, accounting policy में क्या क्या disclose करना है. Now disclosure in the year of change of any policy. ठीक है, suppose इस साल हम weighted average method, weighted average method पे ये वैल्यू कर रहे हैं इन्वेंट्रीज. ठीक है, अब नेक्स्ट फाइनेंशियल ईयर में क्या हुआ, हम FIFO मेथड से वैल्यूएशन करने लगे, तो जिस ईयर में चेंज होगा उसी ईयर का फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट का डिस्क्लोजर में हमको ये डिस्क्लोज करना होगा, ठीक है। नाउ इट शुड फॉर्म द पार्ट ऑफ फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट, ओके। इट मस्ट बी डिस्क्लोज्ड एट वन प्लेस, ठीक है, एक ही जगह करना है। ऐसा थोड़ी है कि एक चीज़ यहाँ लिखे, एक चीज़ यहाँ, एक चीज़ यहाँ, वो नहीं करना है, ठीक है। सो इट शुड बी डिस्क्लोज्ड एट वन प्लेस। एंड दिस इज़ नॉट अ रेमेडी फॉर रॉन्ग और इनअप्रोप्रिएट अकाउंटिंग, ठीक है। इसका मतलब ये डिस्क्लोजर, ये अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड क्या एम ये नहीं है कि आप कुछ भी अपने से कुछ भी अकाउंटिंग कर रहे और उसको डिस्क्लोज कर दिए कि हाँ हम ये अकाउंटिंग कर रहे। नो, इट शुड बी अकॉर्डिंग टू द पॉलिसी ऑफ द अकाउंटिंग। Now here is what I said. FIFO, that is first in first out, and weighted average method only adopted in real life if the company or firm has to do audit, ठीक है। देखो यहाँ एक important point है, अगर कोई firm या company को audit कराना पड़ता है then it should be following only these two methods, that is FIFO and weighted average method. But if there is no need to perform audit, then LIFO or any other method can also be considered. So only this is it in Accounting Standard 1. I hope within 6 minutes it is clear to you, that is what is accounting standard, that is what are the disclosures required to be disclosed in financial statement of the company. So this is it. See you all in the next video. Till then, study well and thank you so much for watching.